Well, I just finished checking and I had a possum in my green bean, and I definitely don't want it to come into my corn because that'll destroy my corn. So what I did was I put a trap over there, so hopefully in the morning we'll see what we'll have. Hello guys, welcome to Bayou's Homestead. My name is Sonny, and today I'm going to be picking up my corn. But before I pick up my corn, I want to show you how to tie off your corn. That way if you get some bad weather or some wind, it'll help you real easy. It doesn't take much, just a stick and some rope. That's all you got. If you got that, you can tie up your corn. But before we do that, I want to go pick up those pecans because I got a squirrel over there that seems to be eating all my pecans, and if I don't pick it up, he picks it up. So let's go ahead and check that out. Okay guys, we're about ready to pick up the pecans. But before I pick up the pecans, I want to show you the damage the squirrel does to the pecan tree. That's why I like to pick up my pecans before the squirrel gets there, because if not, he'll mess it up. What he'll do is he'll take it and he'll crack it and he'll eat it and he'll eat the centers and throw the rest of it away. So that's why I don't like to leave my pecan on the ground. So let's go ahead and hurry up and get these pecans before the squirrel gets to it. Okay guys, let's go see what I got in our trap right here. We set the trap the other day because we was having a possum problem and I'm not too sure if we caught him. Well, yeah, it looks like we did catch him. Wow. Well, you know, I like to try to catch them in traps. That way, if we catch them in a trap, we can release them back into the wild somewhere where it's a better atmosphere for them instead of just killing them and then leaving them to die. So let's go get rid of this guy right here. Okay, guys, let's try to let this thing go. Hopefully, we won't get tagged by him. You don't want to get out. Okay, he's gone. We got rid of him. Now he's going to find a better home. So let's get back to the garden over there. Okay, guys, now that we got rid of that possum, it's time to pick my corn. But before I pick my corn, I want to show you how to tie the rope up right here, where you can pass it on each side of your row, and that way it'll hold your corn. That way when you got a lot of wind coming and everything, you don't have to worry about your corn folding over. Now I gotta watch out right here. I put me an electric fence right here. I put this because last year I had a coon or possums or something was getting in my garden, and he must have ate. I had about 400 years of corn planting, and he must have ate about half of them. So I didn't want to have that problem again this year. I researched it, looked online. A lot of people did it, and they put these electric fences, and it seems to work good. And I tell you what, this year it has worked very good for me because my corn is all the way at the end, is ready to be picked, and I have not had no problems at all with no animals in my garden. So I would suggest, you know, if you got a garden, you're having problems, you might want to think about putting one of these little electric fences around it. All you got to do is take a wire, you string a wire around, 2 strands, just make sure he can't get underneath it and he can't get over it. If he can't get over and can't get underneath, you ain't gonna have no problem. So let's get started on this job right here. Let's see. So all you're gonna need to do this job really is a couple of these sticks. And it can be any kind of stick. It don't have to be one like this. Just any kind of stick, something you can drive in the ground, and some rope. You get some rope and some sticks, and all you gotta do is just lay it by your corn right here. Try to find where it's in the center of the corn, and you just take it and you just drive it down. You just drive it. You don't have to go real deep. You just gotta make sure that it's deep enough where it won't, when you pull it tight, it won't bend over. See, that's it. It don't need to be more than that. Now let's go to the other side and we'll get started on pulling this rope and tying it up and getting it all tied up. Okay guys, so we're gonna go ahead and tie, we got all our posters in. You wanna drive them like about, depending on on what size your corn is, probably like every 5, 6, 7 feet. They don't need to be too close together. And the whole purpose of it is to get your corn moving in unity. You know, how they say that, there's strength in numbers. So all you need to do is you need to tie it up on one side here. You can use any kind of string. long as it's something that won't rot, that's the big thing. You know, whatever you can get, that's good. And you're gonna go ahead and take it and you're gonna run it down. Now you wanna make sure that when you're passing it, that you're passing it under the leaves. You want to grab each corn when you're passing it. Now you just take it and you just wrap it around right here. You want to make sure you got a bind on it, keep it tight. And then you're going to keep running to the next one. See, I got about a 50-foot row. Now I only got 4 sticks. And that's plenty strong enough. But like I said, the strength's not in the sticks. The strength's in unity. You pull this one, pull it tight. And just keep walking down the row. You get down to the end. Now look, guys, when you're pulling, when you're doing it, you might have a little problem with the rope not going around the string thing right. It's not a problem. All you do is after you get it tied up, you go ahead and tie it off. Then once you get it tied up, you can go back and you can adjust it. You see, I got some of these leaves right here that are kind of folded over. All I gotta do is just take it and just kind of catch it and make sure it's under the thing. You can move it around. See, it moves around really easy. Like I say, the string is to make sure that the corn all moves in unity together. Because like I said earlier, there's strength in numbers. So if all the corn's moving over, it'll move together, and it'll have more strength like that. But if all the corns are not tied together, what'll happen is that's when they start falling over. And you don't really have to worry about tying up your corn when they're small, because what happens is as the corn gets more mature, it starts getting these ears of corn, and when you get the ears, that's when it gets heavy. Especially once it'll rain, it'll make it really top heavy. So it's always good to do it before. When you see you're starting to have your ears of corn in your corn, that's when you need to tie it up. That way you don't have to worry about it folding over. Because what'll happen is, if it folds over, it gets on the ground. I know I heard people say, oh, it'll come back up, but that ear stays on the ground. And I don't like that with my ears on the ground. So I like to make sure my ear stays off the ground. It just makes a prettier corn, I find, and everything. So let's go ahead and get started on doing what I've been wanting to do, and that is harvest some corn. Now I got a little video I'm going to insert in this clip showing of the other day when the wind was blowing hard and the trees were folding over. They had a cold front that actually came through, and it's going to show how hard the trees were blowing, and then it's going to also show how hard my corn was moving. You're going to see how the corn was moving in unity and everything. So let's go ahead and watch that video, and then after that I'm going to show you how to harvest this corn. Okay guys, the moment you've been waiting for and the moment I've been waiting for, I waited a long time to get to this part. Well, finally I can pick up some corn. But before I pick up this corn, I want to show you a trick. When you're picking up your corn, what you want to do is, you want to make sure that these look at the end, the silks on the end is brown. Because if it's not brown, then your corn's not ready to be picked. But if it's brown, then most breeds, if it's brown, it's ready to be picked. And it has to be dried also. Not just if it feels dry to touch, then it's probably ready. And you can take it and you can open it up, and there it is. Nice, fresh, sweet corn. Now, so at the end, it's kind of not quite ready yet. It's just because it's been dry. We had a really dry season this year. But after that, your corn is all nice and beautiful, ready to pick. So let me get started picking all this sweet corn. So guys, I'm looking forward to eating some sweet corn, a whole bunch. So let me get started doing that. Okay guys, I got my corn picked, and it's been a hot, dry summer, and it's been hard, but you know what? It's nice to have some fresh corn. Now I got a lot to pick, but I don't want to pick too much at one time. Because if I pick too much at one time, I can only process so much in a day. So guys, I want to thank y'all for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. God bless you.